With spot-on accuracy, they projected Trump as the president-elect, marking a historic political comeback. Hats off to Access My America and ITV Gold for their unwavering insight and bold predictions. Take a look.
Okay, so let me dive deeper into the overall prediction. So if the elections are to be held today,
okay,
the popular vote percentage which the Republicans would get is 49, which is slightly higher than the Democrats, which is 48. This is what our poll suggests.
Okay.
For the electoral votes, which is basically going to determine our next president, what our poll suggests is the Republicans getting 291 electoral votes. And the Democrats securing 247 electoral votes. One thing which has to be noted over here is the state of Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania are in dead heat. So a slight vote percentage moving away from one of the parties which we have predicted to win might change the electoral outcome, which might sway 15 seats here and there and 2% of the popular vote amongst the party. So we have taken a range of 2% in the popular vote, which is an margin of error, which is known as a margin of error.
So according to Access My America, it's going to be victory for Republicans, right?
That is true.
Right.
So in terms of electoral college, like I said, our poll suggests that Republicans are winning 291 electoral votes. And the Democrats, basically Kamala Harris, would win 247 electoral votes. So let's dive deeper into these numbers. So if Trump manages to win Arizona, Georgia, and North Carolina, which according to our poll, he is in a comfortable place to win, he'll land to 262 seats. We are remaining with Nevada, which has 6 electoral votes. Even if he wins that, he'll get to 268, which is not going to help him cross the 270 mark.
Right.
So Trump has to swing one of these states, including Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, and Michigan, to cross the 270 mark, out of which Pennsylvania and Wisconsin have a very thin margin, but we think Trump might win those 2 states. Michigan would go with the Democrats. At the same time, Kamala will have to win all the 3 blue wall states, which are Michigan, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania, to cross the 270 mark.
Wonderful. But, you know, Anmol, now there is this million-dollar question comes, that the question here is, what can impact or change this prediction for next Tuesday?
The October surprise. What it means is basically events happening very close to the election which might sway the voters to one or the other direction. We have conducted our survey basically from start of October to end of October, basically in the month of October. We are still 5 days away from November 5th, and which is a substantial number, because, and as they say, one night is also a big time in elections. Secondly, recent events at the Donald Trump campaign in Madison Square Garden, where a comedian commented on Puerto Rico negatively, which at this point might affect the Hispanic vote, which in our survey seems to be splitting. Which historically has been aligned to the Democrats. That has seen to be split amongst both the parties, which is the reason Donald Trump seems to be slightly ahead in the popular vote. If those kind of events happen and it does not go down well with a certain section of voters, which might swing the election either side. Another thing that it is a very tight race. It's basically, but at the same time, this election seems to be one of the closest in American history. Access My America is a medium through which voters have expressed their voices, and let's hope for the best and let voters make choices on 5th of November and wait for the final outcome.